Morning everybody. It is our monthly chat and unfortunately I'm here on my own again, although I think Yvonne is on her way. So just a very quick one. We spoke to Amanda McFern from Galloway Bridal. So we did a wee chat on Sky and recorded that as our business showcase this month. So that will be put up on our YouTube channel and up on the blog, links to. It was a great chat. Very lovely, unassuming lady, Amanda. Hi, Amanda. It was great to meet you, even though it was virtually. Amanda's based out at Stranraer. And she has a very niche little business. Unlike your normal bridal shops, she gets one-off X catalogue display. So when they have had bridal gown displays for photography shoots, etc., or catalogue shoots, she gets these one-offs from down south and has them up here by appointment only. You can go along and you can pick one of the dresses for your wedding, and you know that nobody else has got a dress like this because they are quite unique. You would have to search far and wide somewhere out of the region to find one the same, which is nice because you like to feel special for your wedding. And B, she has got, I think she said, 3 amazing seamstresses. So it doesn't matter what size the dress up. Well, it does matter what size the dress are. Obviously, there are limits, but the limits are a lot bigger than I thought they were. I think she said she managed to get, or one of her seamstresses managed to get a size 16 or a size 18 dress down to a size 10 or a 12. I mean, there was like three or 4 size differences, and it looked amazing. So don't worry about the sizing. It's by appointment only because she runs it alongside her day job, and it looks absolutely fabulous. So check out the little video that I shall upload later on this morning about Amanda's business, and she sent us some photographs. I'll get that up on the blog too. My other bit of news is, for those that haven't heard me go on about this, because I have been talking about this to all my friends, colleagues, peers, etc., that I wanted to formalize the business coaching that I do, and I chose eMyth. I've got the book in my cabinet, and I have about 5 go-to business books, and eMyth is one of the most important ones that I came across. And when I was looking at what business coaching was out there, for some reason I just thought, oh, I'll see what eMyth is doing. And there they were doing coach training. So I was already very familiar with their ethos and the approach, but what they do with their coach training is they kind of they have systemized it. And for those of you that are familiar with the book, it's all about systemizing your business to make your life a little bit easier, and so that you can take your business in the direction that you want. They have quite rightly done exactly the same thing with their coach training. So they've got a huge amount of material, content, information, and experience. I mean, eMyth's been on the go for 30 years, really before the term business coaching was ever thought of. Well, certainly before I'd heard of it anyway. So they take their coaches through their own material and give them a format and a structure of how to get this coaching material over to clients in such a way that they can actually maximize their business. But what was absolutely amazing when I was there, because I the first week is an intense week's course out in California. I had the pleasure of going around San Diego City, beautiful city, by the way, absolutely gorgeous. What really struck me was, as well as having this immense wealth of content and experience, etc., they have taken what the book was a step further, and they are putting the individuals, the people, into the middle of the mix, which I feel, after doing my whole systems thinking practice, because I was qualified as a business consultant in systems thinking, actually 10 years ago. That's scary. I didn't realize it, but 10 years ago I've been a consultant in systems thinking for businesses. They take the individual and the people as one of the most important core pieces of the entire equation. They get that care for the individual, and communication, and what they call co-creativity as their core behaviors. That was the term that they used. Care, co-creativity and communication was their core behaviors. And it was so refreshing to find a highly professional organization. Sorry, my PC is pinging at me there. A highly professional organization that actually considers these things, these three things, caring for individuals and being creative in a collaborative way, as the key to success. Because I come across in my entire career and life, so many businesses, or very few businesses, have this approach. So many businesses have this idea that they have to be hard-nosed and look only at the bottom line, and subordinates need to do as they're told. They're not here to enjoy themselves. They're here to do a job. And since doing my systems thinking, I just knew that was not the enlightened way. It's not the way to do business successfully in this new world. And there's so many businesses have to catch up with this new way of thinking, where they are faced with a new workforce coming out from university that expect to be treated like adults, like autonomous, responsible adults. They want to be inspired in their work. They want to be given meaningful challenges and appreciated for their contribution. And so many businesses just don't get that. And it's so old-fashioned to go back to the old traditional Tayloristic, paternalistic view of how businesses need to be ran. So eMyth called this week Immersion Week, and it really was an immersion, and it was so nice to be immersed in this entire culture. And like I say, it was a highly professional outfit. The people there were highly professional, but they were all about looking after each other and encouraging the coaches and the would-be coaches, and encouraging the clients to reach their full potential. So immersion stroke inspiration week for me, it was absolutely amazing. I hope over the next few months, as I continue the eMyth training, that I get to share some more of the insights. Sorry, excuse me. But the first thing that I took away was actually sitting down, reflecting and figuring out what you want to do with your business. In fact, what do you want to do? Finding your passion and your values, and not being pigeonholed into acting a certain way because that's how you've been taught how a business person should be with their clients, with their suppliers, with their staff. it was just taking the time back to sit back and think, okay, is this what I want to be doing? Or if it is this how I want to be doing it? And I think so few of us actually do this. And in some of our practical sessions, I actually stepped back a little bit to try and figure out, because I knew I was supposed to do it, but I'd never actually sat and done it. And not properly. And this last week, while we were doing our practical sessions, it actually dawned on me that I should be doing this more often. It's like your sanity check, every so often, maybe once a year or something, come back and ask myself, is this what I want? Is this what I want to do? So that was the first pointer that I came out with, which was quite enlightening. I think we have a visitor just coming. It's Yvonne. She's just turned up. Good morning.
Good morning. The traffic in town is absolutely crazy. Lines of traffic on the bypasses.
Never mind.
And everywhere, but there's still rainbows and sunshine.
Take a cue. I have just, if you can come around a bit.
Rainbows and sunshine.
I have just been talking about Amanda McFern, who has Bridal,
Yes.
Galloway Bridal, and also a little bit about my trip to San Diego for eMyth.
How much have I missed? Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning. Pretty much all of it, I'm afraid.
I missed the story.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I've missed this morning. I live half an hour, 40 minutes away, and I've added another 25 minutes onto my journey there because of roadworks and difficulties on the road there. But that's part
life.
of living in community.
That
and
is
so
life.
I actually should have just linked in and done the webinar, or done, what's it called, Joe? Hangouts.
That's what we're on. We're on Hangouts.
We should have done Hangouts, but this is a little example of having to do Hangouts and the benefits of Hangouts.
Yeah, especially when you're a little while away.
When you're a little while away, and making sure that you've got the right connections and the good speeds and things like this. And
yes.
so I'm going to have to link in later. I'm going to have to listen in later and listen to your update.
Yes, because this is the first we've seen each other since I came back. So
it is, but the thing is that you'll hopefully put the kettle on again, and we'll sit and have a.
I will. We can have a chat after.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so relieved.
I'm not exactly going to leave you hanging now, am I?
Oh, good. I don't like to be left hanging. Right. So this morning you've given an update to the viewers and to our friends about where you've been,
update.
what you've done,
yes.
and how fantastic it was.
It was amazing, and I have promised that as I start learning more and more things, I'm gonna try and put them up.
I must say, you look
bring
well.
them to being business.
You look well, and some of the things that I've heard you say since you've come back, it's all very upbeat and very positive. Also very calm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to blog about this because there is something to that. Definitely something to that.
Okay. Can you give us a little snippet?
Well, without wanting to repeat myself too much, it was the fact that I have found this organisation who is both highly, highly professional, but has put care of others bang in the middle as one of the most important values and behaviours, which is completely different to most businesses that I come across.
So it's people-centred.
Totally people-centred.
Which is much more the creative side.
Very much.
Which is what we're about, merging the creative side with the logical business side.
And I come across some business owners that they are determined that their business needs to be run a certain way, and they have, as a result, they have trouble with their staff quality of their customer care, etc., etc. And it's because they haven't put the individuals, whether that be the employees or the customers, at the centre of it's not the focus. Whereas these guys at eMyth, they've done it, and they are a big successful. I say big, it's big, you know, compared to some of the businesses that we deal with. Big successful company. They are doing it.
But when you think about it, without the people, you have no business.
Well, exactly.
So
but it's
got surprising. To look after the people.
It's surprising the number of business owners that just
they
just miss that.
Yeah,
they just miss that.
But that's the bottom line. Without the people, you have no business.
Exactly.
So you've actually got to nurture the people every step of the way.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing for you.
It was so, because that's been my ethos and my belief for a long time. I was saying, since I did the systems thinking, I knew that there was a different, better way of doing business.
Did you know that inside? Did you feel that inside? Did you understand that from part of who you are? As soon as just in your head? As soon as I came across it in my academic studies, it was like a light bulb moment. Okay.
Because I'd been so unhappy working for previous bosses, etc. And I wasn't the only one, you know, my colleagues would be complaining about the same things as I would, and feeling run down, etc., and unappreciated and all that kind of thing. So when I actually read that, it was the light bulb. It was like proof that life could be better. What your working life could be an awful lot better. But since discovering that in my degree, I had never come across a company in person that was actually practicing that. I'd read books. I mean, there's Open Minds by Andy Law. There's 7 Day Weekend by Ricardo Semler, a couple of others, and the eMyth book. You know, there is a different way of doing things, but I'd never come across it in person. So this was the first time that I actually met a group of people that were working together cohesively in business
rather than in coaching,
in a successful business, and making it work. So it was
well done lovely. That you've discovered this, that you've uncovered this jewel, and that you're now trained and qualified.
It's nice having the proof that it works,
and it's living it out now. So you're going to live it out. You're going to be part of the living proof that it works.
Yeah, and hopefully through any clients, certainly the bigger clients that I'm, because I think smaller businesses get that. I think it gets lost in the bigger businesses. So if I get any bigger business, I'm hoping that those clients will also be able to take on board the whole caring thought.
Well, this is what I've been talking. I've had a few conversations recently with people about this, and just recently I talked with somebody about you know, how we as people can sometimes hide our softer side, and it can actually be overlooked, and forget that actually we've got a direct business side to us. And in the business world, they just really want to see the hard-nosed business person, and they want to know the facts and the figures and the logic and the what can you achieve and what can you accomplish and
which
what
is
can
important.
You get done. It's vital, but without the softer side merging with that, you don't have a whole person.
No,
you don't have a whole balanced, presented, accomplished person. And hopefully what you'll be able to bring and what you'll be able to bring into training these people, and this is something that I do as well in you know, my coaching as well, is I bring in the softer side and hopefully help people to present the holistic person, so that they're learning to develop who they are as people and celebrate the softer side, so that they can step forward and relax into who they are and not feel that they've got to be this hard-nosed person, but yet almost like entice the hard-nosed business people to be a bit softer, a bit more softer. So
Yeah.
you living out who you are and your business model and showing and presenting different business models for the way forward. You know, it's something that could multiply.
I think the word softer, however, will scare some people off.
Definitely. People don't like to be softer. We love softer, but
so
even me doing that will probably scare people off and think that I'm wishy-washy. But
probably go more for, would you like more work-life balance?
Yes, work-life balance. Well, let's put it into business speak.
Which is a terrible cliche that has been overused to death. Work-life balance.
Work-life balance. Would you like?
It's more
recreational time.
It's more life balance. But there we go.
Because everybody likes to be formal, don't they? They don't like to appear soft. They don't like to appear.
Well, some people do.
Laid back.
Some people do, but yeah, when you're talking to potential executives that are suffering from burnout.
Yeah, but actually, think about it. At the core of man, why are they suffering from burnout?
Because they're being someone that they're not.
Exactly. So we got to speak, and we got to actually address those needs. And you know, people have got needs. And they're
I'm just saying that
needs.
The language has to be accessible to them.
Yeah, but actually,
and not scary to them.
No, you're right. But if they're we're in a whole new arena here, aren't we?
Mm.
But you know, talking to people about these things, you know, the very fact that they are in burnout and not being recognised in the workplace and being driven and all of these things is because they're not living the authentic life that they're meant to live. There's so much pressure being put on them and jobs being added to them, less pay, you know, they may be in the wrong job, whatever pressures, you know, of life adding around them, and they don't know how to organise, you know, systems and you know, life, work balance, all of these things. But actually it's speaking to the core of that person and actually helping them to organise what's reality for them, and to get the balance. In saying that, I've sat in traffic all morning.
Are you stressed? With the traffic?
Well, actually, I sent you pictures of me sitting in 2 lines of traffic. Thinking, you're not going to believe me.
I haven't seen it yet.
And it was like the other day I sat in traffic and I took a picture of a beautiful rainbow and I felt so peaceful. Today I sat in traffic thinking, this is really bad because I'm not honouring these people here. And you know, this is not a good situation because I'm supposed to be somewhere and it's completely out of my control. And so in situations like that, you know, we can all try our best to be, you know, in a work situation. Are you okay?
The air conditioning, I'm living in a week in air conditioning has shot my throat.
Oh, goodness.
Completely dry. That was the one thing I didn't like about being over there.
Your suntan's great though.
Thank you. It was very sunny. So when I talk too long, my throat dries out. Sorry.
Okay. So talking about talk too long. I don't talk forever. I'm chatterbox, remember? So we've probably gone over time.
So we're going to have to, because I just sit and cough.
Yeah, you've probably had too much time and I could chat forever and we've gone over time.
So I think we should just say goodbye for now and we'll catch you next month, okay?
That's great. So we'll look forward to seeing you at the other events, and we've got our other mingles, mixer evening, mingles
30th of March.
30th of March up at Neuros, and that's going to be a really good evening. Amanda Hanna is going to come and speak with us, and
she's got a new business expo coming up actually, so if you want to find out more about how to get your business known a little bit better, come along, come and speak to Amanda.
And we're going to have a tour of Neuros and the spa.
The spa, yes.
As well, and we'll hopefully get to speak to Wendy, the salon owner, and lots of lovely things happening up there then. So look forward to seeing you all then. Come along, have a lovely cocktail or have a drink or a coffee. Come beforehand and have a good. But again, Joe and I will look forward to seeing you next time. And remember, if you would like your business showcased, then get in touch with us, leave your comments, leave your chat, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. Until then, guys, and ladies,
Bye.
ladies, I mustn't call you guys because you're not guys.
One of the guys.
No, you're not guys, you're girls.
I'm one of the guys.
Okay, girls, we'll see you next time. Bye.